Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am showing you today something that I have just finished making, and it has to be one of my favourite pieces that I've made to date. I decided to give a fabric book another go, and yeah, just thought I'd show you what I've been doing. So it's quite a big book, it's quite heavy. I have used muslin fabric, and then I have covered it both sides in 2 or 3 layers of laces and other fabrics. I've done a lot more sewing. Obviously there's some more gluing as well, but I've tried to stick to quite a bit of sewing. Yeah, so here we go. This is the front cover. It has a gold fabric underneath, or it's cream with a gold stripe running through, and then I've gone over the top with a tablecloth in a lighter coffee colour, and then I have an applique, a little flower in the corner, and I've gone round with two trims around the edge. The back is completely plain, so you can actually see the gold trim running, lines running down, and then the fabric on top. And down the spine I have a new trim that I have just purchased, which is really gorgeous. It's got buttons and beads running all the way up, so I'm really loving this because it's in such a neutral tone as well. And then the band was the neckline of a top, and it has 3 buttons running down, and it's elasticated, so I thought putting more in, it at least allows for some more expansion. So I'll just remove this so you can see the front more clearly. So it's quite a large applique all over the front. And I've just been keeping with the neutral tones as much as possible, and just using up what I have in stock. The only thing is the trim on the bind is the only thing that I've recently bought. Everything else I'm trying to use what I have in stock. So I've framed a little vintage image. There's dangles. There's an applique here. I've made a pocket on this side. So you've got your vintage postcards. I don't know if you can see it on there. Wedding dress applique up the top. There's another piece running down the side. The pocket is made with a thick fabric square, and then I've gone over with a crocheted top, and then the little image of the little vintage little boy. Not every page has an image. Some of the pages I've just kept purely to the fabrics. So I've used a gold fabric behind on this one, and then another one on the top. Put a ruffle down the middle, and then another image of a lady here. She's got dangles, another little flower, and there's a rose up here with some of the rose petals, and just a little trim along the bottom. and it's like a dusky sort of peachy pink background. It's quite rough on the edges. Some of the edges I haven't added trims to. I quite like it just so that it's starting to just fray. I like that. I think that's quite nice. And then you got these pages. I've got the lovely fabric here, which was gifted to me by Kim, as well as the roses when she sent me a banner that she made. I fell in love with the material and I knew that I wanted to put it in a book, so it just looks wonderful, and you pick up the red within the fabrics. This is added with a paper clip, so it can be removed in case you fancy something else be in there. Different trim at the bottom, some little flowers. On this side is another pocket, so there's another little happy chappy there. Some dangles. I had to get a bit of bling in. Applique at the top. And on this pocket I've done some ruffle layers and then the crochet trim at the top, and it's on a gold fabric background. I went full out white on the centre pages. I loved the triangles for the dangles that were incorporated on the fabric as it was, and it's a bold white fabric. So I've chose two different ribbon trims, one's a white and one's a cream, just to make the pages separate. It's a removable little banner here, and this lady is in place. So where I've used the sort of coffee tone here and the gold in the trim, I've just used the gold on the trim here. It just adds a little bit of colour to the white, because to me it just looked too white, especially with the rest of the book having the coffee and gold tones running right through. And then I've just put a little white flower applique at the bottom and added another lace trim on this one. I've kept this quite simple because most of the other pages are quite busy. Made a little tiny rose at the top. It has got a, where is it? It has got a little pearl centre, with some little beaded spray coming out, some little leaves. I've left the edges rough running down, and then I've got a little applique here, dangle trim, and then on this page it's all about the flowers. So I've done a dangle trim, done some flowers, done a little bit more spray here just to echo the diagonal, and another little applique piece up the top with a ruffle trim. And on this one I've made a pocket, and I've used the pink colour in the pocket here, so I've placed a pink applique at the top, which is quite heavy, and just framed it on another lace. Got a little vintage postcard, and even she's got the little pink flower. And on here it's just gold. It's the flowers up the top, and then the gorgeous trim with gold sequins, with the fountain trim at the bottom, and then it's plain page here. Everything was just been so busy within within the book. Done a scalloped edge trim on this side, a little puff cushion, little vintage cushion here, and she is removable, so she can be moved about the page or placed on a different page. Floral trim at the bottom, and then on this side another pocket. This pocket is edged with another wedding dress applique, a gorgeous rose applique, and a little vintage girl with some trim around there, and another little postcard, a vintage postcard. And I've just done a sort of like curtain fringe trim on this one, and then you have the back of the book. So I've really loved making this. This has been my favourite one to date that I've made. I feel like I'm finally getting there with merging some of the colours together, using different fabrics, trying out different styles, making things that are movable, not set in place. Yeah, just trying out new techniques, adding all the time. Every time I'm learning something new, it's being added. And I just finding them more and more enjoyable to make. It doesn't seem so daunting anymore. I can actually sit down and put a film on and just craft away, and before I know it, something like this is being made. So yes, I hope you guys really like it. Let me know your thoughts. I was really sceptical about the white centre page in the middle. I think it works now because I've added some different colour to it. But yeah, hopefully it's okay. And I will see you guys soon. Bye for now.